ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Fire Emblem Three Houses. Last time we left off, we began a power struggle. We decided to point our swords against the church, and we're like, fuck you guys. It happened. We're in it now. It's the one route that is a bit of a thing. As our Byleth does the disco in the bottom of the screen. Hooray. We're in it now. Anyway, last time, we talked to everybody.
Yes.
And what we have left to do is to see if we need to repair anything. Let's see. I can give her back her gear now. Have an Iron Sword Plus. I'll get to the axes now. You had an Iron Axe Plus. I'll give you the one that is a plus, or that is not used yet. I'm going to give you the Steel Axe Plus. Give the accuracy ring, as we determined. I'll give you a plate. Give you the I'll give you oven. And let's see here. And for the hell of it, I'll give you a... Well, let's see. Well, Abby shouldn't be having that sword. Everything else here is fine. Right. I didn't give the Cadus' staff to anyone. Have it. It's yours, Linhart.
Hey there.
Let's see. Our gauntlets look a little weird.
Is this it? There
Let's
you
repair
go.
those. Yuri's fine. You're also fine. You need to use your bow a bit more, though, honestly. I'll repair your iron sword.
Is this it? There you go.
I'll repair your mini bow.
Is this it? There you go.
Okay. We don't have the arcane crystals yet, but we'll repair your iron
Is this
sword.
it? There you go.
I don't need to worry about you.
Is this it? There you go. Is this it? There you go.
Let's repair those since you'll probably be attacked a lot. We don't have the gold.
Come back anytime. Welcome.
We're about to.
Will this one do? 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 Many thanks.
Don't think we need any more of these, honestly.
Many thanks. Will this one do? Many thanks. Will this one do? Many thanks.
And I'll sell
Will this
this.
one do? Many thanks. Come back soon. Hey there.
Anyway, we're on Ingrid. Repair.
There you go.
And repair.
There you go.
That'll be fine. You're fine.
Is this? There you go. Is this? There you go.
You're fine.
Come back anytime.
Gold problems. Well, to be fair, she's gonna be using her sword a lot more than her bow, so that's probably fine. I am, however, gonna go into this and make sure abilities. Let's see here. There's someone I wanted to have close counter. Yuri. There we go. I'm also gonna put that in the hatch for now. Put bow prowess on you. Okay, and I think that is gonna do it for abilities. Combat arts. Out of curiosity, what does everyone have? You can't use the fist since you're a dark flyer. I will, however, do a tactic and make you a Warmode cleric at some point in the future during one of these runs. It'll be a funny thing. Definitely want you to become a Pegasus Knight in the future, because combine Valkyrie's mastery with that is fun times. You're perfect the way you are. Yes. Don't need that. I'll give you the break shot. Wild. We give you smash. Schism shot. It's just funny to me. Alright. Well, I think we're ready for battle. Nice cold drink.
We will soon arrive at Garrigmok Monastery. Forcing a surrender here is extremely significant, both strategically and symbolically. Of course, this is personal as well. This is where we all came together to learn and grow. I have no intention of yielding to our former classmates, so I ask that you prepare yourselves for anything.
I'm not thinking about friends right now, and I'm certainly not prepared.
Damn it, don't go around saying things that lower morale before we even get started. I'm ready. Let's go. Let's fight.
I have nothing to lose aside from my friends who are here with me. Does that answer satisfy you?
I have been ready for this since leaving my land of home. I will fight and win.
How can you prepare to fight? Maybe I can prepare to prepare.
There is no reason that I should not be prepared. It is my duty to stand up and battle.
Thank you all. Now, let's talk strategy.
As the raiding force, we will attack the area nearest to the monastery. The Knights of Seros certainly won't stand down after they catch sight of Her Majesty and the Professor. At the same time, the remaining areas will be surrounded and annihilated by the main army. In other words, we are the decoy that must suppress the enemy's most elite soldiers.
We know more about the area near the monastery than anyone else in the Imperial Army. Still, we must prepare for the worst. It's possible we will have to face the Archbishop's true form, the Immaculate One. Fight with all you have, but don't be reckless. As promised, I will leave the command to our professor.
Not only will we all survive this, but we will undoubtedly emerge victorious.
This will be our first battle as the Black Eagle Strike Force. All the more reason to prevail.
Alright. It's time for war crimes. War crimes. Oh, we have all the professors on our side. That we recruited, at least. And yes, Eloise is here. Anyway, Hubert and Aelgard have to be here. So, there's that. Alright, shuffle and add again. We have the class. We're gonna pick one more. We have a distinct lack of flying units, so what I think I'll do is I'm going to put in constants. And we're going to assign Happy's agent to Linhart, Yuri to Dorothea. And I'll assign both this to Ferdinand, I guess. Alright. Let's take a look at this map. So we're on this end of this particular map. Gotta fight Scythe there. Flame is over here. She's well trained in the art of killing us. She has the Grummery ability. and has boss mode. Okay. So before the stream, we actually mastered her Pegasus before we decided to side against the church. So we'll have that available for the Golden Deer route. Anyway, I think enough of that. I put you here. Well, I can't warp myself, obviously. Actually, I'll put Linhardt there. Caspar will go here. I'll put Ferdinand there to begin with. You can go here. We have Vladislava on our side over there. And we have Randolph on that side. So I think I'll do is I'll have these guys assist Randolph. Actually, I'll put Caspar on that side. Linhardt go there too. Linhardt will warp Caspar over there and help, and yeah. There. We go.
Friends, our opportunity for victory will come. But first, we must see to our defenses.
The city's defenders are trying to stall for time. We must crush them swiftly. We should be wary of ambushes as well.
Okay.
Vladislava is being pushed on the left flank. We must push back with equal force.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
Stay focused. The sun.
Can anybody just talk to her? Okay. Well, I'll tell you what.
Oh no.
Alright, she's a brigand.
Friends,
The city's...
Vladislava.
Okay. Well,
I will get the victory. The sun.
we've commenced with the plan.
Put me in there. I'll send you flying.
And good job, Caspar. Alright. We're in now, kids.
I'm just
That's a damn good level. Especially since he's war monking.
As you wish. Helpful.
I'll have him warp somebody on this side. Put Constance over here since I didn't realize the archer was there. Alright, she can attack somebody bolting. Well, if we hit him, we kill him.
This brings me no joy.
Alright, he's no longer a threat.
May
Just-
my foes
That's a lot of
celebrate
damage.
with me.
Just
Just
wow.
like that.
Just Cristo.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
Oh no. Stay focused.
And I think what I'm going to do is going to use my Gambit here to make these two move again. So we can get a head start on the left flank.
Appreciate it.
Good job, Bernie.
My heart is full of victory.
Gilbert is there.
That's my cue.
That's fine. We can heal. And we can get her one step closer to learning foul play,
I will
which will be
prepare.
fun. She can keep that out. She'll be fine. Oh, right. He's not initiating the attack.
Failure is not an option. I must get stronger.
She can probably solo this lane, honestly.
Now! Hidden soldiers, attack!
And a soldier in the middle of the fucking road. Okay.
Just what we need. I knew Her Majesty's allies would help us out.
And a critical hit. Nice. We'll use foul play to get ahead and make them attack us instead. Because, you know, that's hilarious to me. I put Huber on this side of the wall for hilarity's sake.
I think I'm in.
He got a strength roll. Wild. Just absolutely wild.
A great help.
I'll have them proceed upward and cast Bark and kinda just solo this section too.
Yeah, it worked.
Well, solo and then we dance him, make him move up beyond. I
Thanks
guess.
for helping. This'll do it. No one makes it.
And punched out. So we need a key, huh? That's interesting. I check out one of the ones that can do 10. think that's the move. And I'll use the iron sword.
Witness my power.
And she has a little bit more dodge with that.
Your defeat was inevitable. Well, how was that?
Destroyed. That's a lot of stuff.
You fought well. Such power dwells within?
Damn straight.
Failure is not an option.
Oh yeah, Crest of Flames. Give me a little bit of health back. Wild. That guy's going to die.
Witness my power.
Oh yeah, I should give him a ranged weapon.
This is nothing.
Okay. We'll start on this side first. I get the sensation that Flame has to go.
You shall not pass. I will protect Garreg Mach.
Nope.
Must protect Garreg Mach.
Let's protect everyone. Gone.
Retreat while you still can, Flame. I beg you.
Understood. Stay safe, brother.
Brother. The Death Knight's here.
We will lend the Empire strength.
Fuck yeah.
Don't worry, we're allies now. I understand you must have many questions, but they'll have to wait until after the battle.
Okay, we have a Death Knight. And a Hubert that can't reach anything. That's fine.
Your
And he's
defeat
out
was
of there.
inevitable. It's a long road.
Indeed. And dead.
Got him!
Yeah, HP level, please. Yes.
I guess
Her strength is unleashed. Alright, she can rally. Alright, I made Ferdinand set up so he could rally. Can we crit? No. We can, however, delete him. Goodbye.
I sped a weakling to their demise. So this...
If you side with the Empire, if you turn your sword on the Church and on the Kingdom, I care not who you are. I will end you just the same.
Can it, Gilbert? And prepare to get critted off the map.
In my master's name, I cannot allow myself to fall here. I must withdraw.
Goodbye, Gilbert.
You will survive this hardship. Just hold on.
Alright, we can break the walls. Of course. And he is a Master Bishop now. Alright. Well. If I delete him and have Caspar move to destroy that wall.
Hardly worth my time.
Or technically, I'll just have him recover this guy. Because healing XP. We destroy this wall. Once a heal Bernie.
I learn with my
She'll shred enough without the boost. I'll have a leapfrog to get to the Onager there. The Onager. Okay. The rock thrower. Alright. Shredded.
Not an option.
Damn it, Ladislava. What'd you go and do that for? Alright. Well. And gone.
I thought I was dead.
Only 18 more actions with Bernie until she masters Brigand. I can switch her to a real class. Well, I can do this with Caspar.
I owe you one.
Guess what, idiot? I've breached your walls. Twice. Nothing's up there. I think we just have to destroy Seth, honestly. And he has been uncapped. Okay. Well. Well, if he's been uncapped.
I will show no mercy to anyone who attacks Rhea.
Well, I'll show no mercy to anyone who gets hit by jump lasers.
Seteth, Flame, Gilbert, you put your lives on the line to protect us. I would have preferred to have more time to prepare, but we cannot delay any longer. Come forth. Protect Garreg Mach Monastery from those despicable rebels.
Alright, it's Golem time. Alright, it's people on the mountain turrets time. And Catherine and Cyril, maybe? And Cyril time.
Her enemies are my enemies.
Okay. We have the real threat of the map, and oh boy. Well. Bring it, fucko. Okay. Oh god. Well, the Imperial soldier's dead. With a crit. And Norb doesn't do very much to Caspar. Okay. Alright. Randolph, you do you. And a crit. From ours truly, the Death Knight. Hmm? Oh. Well, let's see. That will smash out a couple of bits of Golem. That'll smash out a little bit of Golem.
We have this. I have an idea.
Get in there, Dorothea. That's right. Making absorption actually hits. And we stole your mithril. Can I kill this guy with a Hubert? Yes. I definitely can.
For Lady Edelgard.
I sim for Lady Edelgard. I'm sorry, that should be his phrase every time he levels up. Caspar time. Soldier has been deleted. That's fine. Caspar will be able to handle it, probably. Because Caspar will probably kill Cyril back. He has a silver axe. Of course Caspar can attack back. He probably outspeeds the guy too. So, you know. And shot in the face.
I am go-
Alright, we have Constance and Ferdinand. So, if I stab you in the face, and crit, and murder frag you.
Enlightening.
Yes.
admiration.
Well.
I won.
No more threat.
Right?
I'll put this in the convoy. That too can go into convoy.
I gotta kill you.
I gotta kill you! Okay, Caspar. I mean, Cyril.
I will win. I will not be
And
stopped.
murdered. In cold blood by Petra. Well, he took out a health bar. We take out another health bar with Randolph Giant Swing. Okay. Our next objective is
Still raring to go.
well, I'll kill him. There we go.
Lady Rhea, I couldn't fight hard enough. I'm sorry.
It's okay. All is forgiven.
Cyril, your sacrifice will not be in vain.
Don't worry, he's not dead. We get to kill him again later. It's time.
I'll find their weakness.
To make a golem useless. Plus, it doesn't really matter how I kill this guy. A Nosferatu will be funny. The Nosferatu got the kill. It's the worst.
Apologies for the trouble, Your Majesty.
Alright, we have to use a different method of convoy. But for now, Dance.
Is this over yet?
And make it so that Caspar doesn't fucking die. Okay.
Thanks for helping.
From overusage on the right flank. And hilarity. Alright. And a heal and a fly forever. Alright, he can't use the bow. Finally use it.
You are nothing. Always get.
And that church soldier is totally dead. Just annihilated by the Death Knight. Alright. That's fine. What do I have with the cocaine shield? It's fine. We'll be fine. All right. All right.
Put me in there.
Put me in. All right, we're gonna punch. I should have used the Iron Gauntlets. Oh god.
Right makes might, right?
Overkill is afoot. He's gonna get annihilated by Thunderbrand. So my advice is...
I'm grateful.
Okay. Well, if I hit with that, it will kill.
I am Thunder Catherine, and I will slay all of Lady Rhea's enemies, including you!
We'll pop your vein. and destroy you.
I'm sorry. Please, stay safe.
And she's out there. Strike out.
All is well, Catherine. You must not die here.
Sweet of you.
And for clarity's sake, Nosferatu kills again.
You were wide open.
Alright. Brand Von Ayers, the only one left.
So you have sullied yourself by joining the rebels? I hope you came prepared to breathe your last.
I hope you came prepared to breathe their last. Okay.
No matter your reasons, I cannot permit you to go on living any longer.
The feeling is mutual. I must put a stop to your reign of tyranny.
You must know what a fool you are. The greatest of sins is to make an enemy of the goddess herself.
I have only made an enemy of the church, not of the faith.
Exactly. I like the raw.
I will not allow Garrick Mach or my mother to fall.
Or my mother. Wait, what? Okay.
You will not be forgiven!
Professor, look out!
The castle is crumbling! We must escape! Professor, take cover!
Professor!
Oh no. Well. You can feed dogs and cats now.
In Imperial Year 1181, the new Adrestian Emperor, Edelgard von Hresvelg, led a strategic assault against the monastery at Garrick Mach. Though her own losses were great, her foes had no choice but to surrender. Archbishop Rhea commanded the Knights of Seros, leading from the front lines against the Imperial army. After a hard-fought battle, she was forced to retreat to Ferdiad, the capital of Fargus, where she must now plan her next move. With this single attack, the Adrestian Empire officially launched its offensive against the Holy Kingdom of Fargus and the Leicester Alliance. The unification of Odlin has begun.
The unification. By blood, and fire, and war crimes. New chapter begins. Crimson Flower begins.
Part 2. Crimson Flower. Ethereal Moon. Beyond Escape. It is Imperial Year 1185. Half a decade has passed since Emperor Edelgard ascended the Imperial throne, yet the continent of Fodlan still remains lost in a tempest of turmoil and bloodshed. In the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, King Dimitri has welcomed Archbishop Rhea and her knights, who were driven out of Garreg Mach to the kingdom capital. As they work to build a unified front, the war with the Empire rages on to the west. Meanwhile, Claude, leader of the Alliance, staves off Imperial intervention by strategically stirring up conflicts between Leicester lords in an effort to feign neutrality. As events unfold, Edelgard and her Black Eagle strike force begin to take action in an attempt to break the war's current state of deadlock.
It's been half a decade. We got buried in a bunch of fucking rocks.
You. How long do you intend to sleep? Your body is awake. Your eyes must open now, and you must find the strength to stand upon. Like so much rain, a pool of blood has fallen to the ground. As spears and in order to survive, they kill. The only one who truly knows the nature of such things. Excuse me? Get on your feet. Right now. I'll coddle you.
Alright.
Hey. I'm just a villager here. I honestly didn't... Garreg Mach is upstream of here. Huh? Though, there have been some... Regardless.
What year is it?
It's the ethereal moon of the year. Tomorrow was supposed to be the Millennium Festival. Yeah, that's what... I doubt there's a soul... Hey, slow down, will you? Are you crazy? Come on, I promise I won't say you're a coward. You just remember, I tried to stop you. Students? You really are? Unbelievable.
Fucking weirdo. My students are there.
5 years ago to the day. If things had continued on as they were, today would have been the Millennium Festival.
Halt! Who's there?
It can't be. Professor? Is it really you? But I searched everywhere and never found a trace. My teacher. What have you been doing all this time? Where have you been?
And Infinity. 87623 is followed. Thank you for the follow. And we've been sleeping in a bunch of rocks.
Joking? At a time like this? You do realize it's been 5 years since you disappeared. Do you have any idea
Great timing.
how guilty I felt? How broken my heart was? I searched high and low after you vanished. Although there was no proof, I somehow knew you were alive. All this time, I led everyone as best I could, and fought with all my heart. It's been a difficult path to walk alone.
It's okay.
Welcome back, my teacher. I'm so happy that you're safe. 5 years. Such a short time, but it feels like an eternity ago. Do you still feel the way you did all those years ago? You said then that you would fight at my side no matter how many enemies we should amass. As for me, my resolve has not faltered. I'm determined as ever to see this through to the end. I will defeat the false goddess. I will save this world from those creatures and give humanity its freedom back.
We've done it.
So, my teacher, are you prepared to stand with me?
There's only one answer.
I thank you. Truly. Now then, I assume you understand the situation at hand, yes? Another joke? Or are you telling the truth? I suppose you must be. In that case, I'll tell you all that has transpired as you slumbered these past 5 years. And that is where we are now. The war is at a stalemate. Dimitri is the new king of Fargus. It's clear that his territory will continue to support the church. Meanwhile, Claude's leadership has thrown the Alliance into chaos. He maintains neutrality in their internal conflict.
Very
the
strange
situation
times.
has created a deadlock. We've been awaiting an opportunity for our squadron to return to the monastery. With you in the fray, I believe the state of the war will shift immediately. The church, as well as the kingdom and the Alliance. The time has come to eliminate them all. Rhea, Seteth, the Knights, and the others are in prime condition. They've set up their base within the kingdom capital. The Immaculate One and her family have yet to fight on the front lines. However, we must eventually face and defeat them. It would mean a great deal to have you with us when the time comes. Good. Well then, I believe it's time for a little reunion. The Black Eagle Strike Force never lost faith. They knew you were alive and have been awaiting your return. Let's not keep them waiting any longer.
Alright. We have tutorials of things that we already know about, and in fact did in the last battle. We shall sit in disco for a while, waiting. Your Eats will now work together with you. Interesting.
Well now, that face is certainly familiar. I am glad to see you alive and well, Professor.
Professor! It's me, Bernie! Do you remember me? I can't believe you're here!
I can't believe it. Is this a dream? Can we really be this lucky?
Yes.
This is not dreaming. Our professor is with us again. Welcome to the back. I mean, welcome back.
Our group isn't the same without you. I am overjoyed to see you again.
It's been so long. Seeing you again fills my heart with hope.
Great. Now everything will be easy. That's great you're safe, Professor. I'm deeply, deeply moved.
Quite the reunion, isn't it, Professor? Everyone's happy to see you.
Hell yes.
Come on, Edelgard. You must be happier than all of us combined. She took it really hard when you disappeared, Professor.
Of course, we did our very best in your absence. There was never a day that we...
Caspar was alive for this moment.
Edelgard has been leading us as Emperor. But after you disappeared, it became apparent that you were her anchor. It gives me regret to be admitting this, but our power is not enough. The only one who can be meeting Edelgard's expectations is you, Professor.
Most impressive of all is your uncanny ability to bring a smile to everyone's face.
In the years since you vanished, we have not lost anyone from our ranks.
We all longed for your presence and your leadership, myself included.
It seems fitting to view this as a new beginning for the Black Eagle Strike Force. We already have our target.
Yes, we must eliminate the Alliance before moving on to fight the Kingdom and the Church. However, that doesn't necessarily mean we must occupy the entirety of the Alliance. House Rican stands against the Empire. Therefore, our target is Deirdre, the aquatic capital.
We must cross the Aramid River, which separates the Empire and the Alliance. To do that, we must take the largest bridge across it. The Great Bridge of Myrden. Myrden connects the monastery and the Imperial capital to the east. It is the shortest route there.
An Alliance stronghold has been built at the Great Bridge. We'll take that and then head north. At the same time, we must defeat the one who defends it, Judith von Daphne. If we can also take control of Daphne territory, it would be greatly beneficial to us. Prepare yourselves. The next battle will be a momentous one. Join me, my friends, as we begin our journey to bring peace and solace to this war-ravaged world.
Yes, a war-ravaged world, where we started a war. Felix would like to speak with me. Felix is here.
Finally, I notched a win.
Cool. Well, I guess we'll celebrate St. Keyhole Day. You know, we technically made him an enemy.
Not sure I should sing with everyone.
I want to leave.
Okay. We got the two least likely people to sing. So I guess there's that. Yeah, those you can take master exams. Certifications. We have a lot of... Let us see here. We have a Lysithia.
Perfect.
All right. She's not Master Brigand yet, but she is going to master eventually. We're just going to make her master it. We, of course, are going to explore first. Alright, she's the Armored Lord. Everything's gotten better. A dancer. Well, Hanneman, Yaritza. We have a Yaritza. And a... Wow. That's something. If unit initiates combat, grants hit 20 during combat. Oh. Okay. And he's pretty decently trained in axes. In reason. Enough to have thunder, at least. That's weird. Ah, Fire Emblem, I see. Fair, this is the only one I've actually done a stream of, really. Normally, it's a lot more battles than this. It might behoove you to like explore earlier games, as they tend to have a bit more of the base mechanic behind it. We have a lot of conversations to do. We've seen Ferdinand.
You've survived. How very fortunate. Were you dead, I wouldn't be able to fight you. But you are very much alive. Now I have a chance to kill you.
Wild.
I don't.
Well, that's weird. When you get to the time skip, it shows the affiliation next to the name of the item as Empire, unless there's somebody that you don't have access to anymore. House managed, that is called a thing. Same for that. Okay. Enough of this. There's a sun up here. So we're gonna do that real quick. And I think we're gonna hop into Ferdinand. Ferdinand is surprisingly resilient in the summertime. Let's even get him into green at least. Doesn't look like it. That's fine. We have some more sport combos to deal with. Let's get those taken care of.
Professor? Professor?
We've seen the Ash one.
Oh.
These ones I've seen.
No.
We'll go this way.
Excuse me.
Oh, we got people here.
Ah, a new face. I am Randolph von Bergles. I'm the guardian of this place. Wait a moment. I'm sure I've seen you somewhere before. Ah, yes. You're Her Majesty's professor. You're alive? Oh, this is my little sister, Fleisch. She's just a rookie, but she's helping me as my assistant.
Hello, I'm Fleisch von Bergles. It's nice to meet you. I know I'm inexperienced, but I'm gonna do my best. You can count on me to look after my big brother.
I've heard you're planning to march into Alliance territory. I'll be here to guard the fort.
Okay. At least you didn't die 5 years ago, Randolph. Alright. We've not seen this one before.
Nice place, isn't it, Professor? Standing here, you can almost feel the goddess's absence. Discounting what dwells within you, of course. Do you think some punishment would rain down from the sky if this monastery were to be destroyed? Of course not. Even if the so-called Immaculate One came back here for revenge, that would only be a result of this war, not the work of a deity. If it is between love and hate, then I would choose the latter. The goddess failed to properly govern this world. That is why it is necessary for Lady Edelgard to become the supreme leader of Fodlan. Those with power must use it wisely. Is that not a teaching of the Church of Seros? It's absurd to preach to others what you cannot practice yourself. Yes. It is our humanity that pushes us to step up and take the lead should the need arise. That is not the case for inhuman creatures with lifespans well beyond our own. We must fight to preserve what makes us human. You are the one closest to the enemy. I wonder if you will be able to maintain your humanity to the end. You make it sound easy. I find myself trusting you, even with my life. I've already dedicated my life to Lady Edelgard. To throw my lot in with you is inconceivable. But if I had 2 lives to give, I might devote one of them to you.
If Hubert were actually 2 people.
Birds, flying alongside the sovereign of Black Eagles.
You're weird. Definitely could fill in as a member of like the Rasmus or something. Anyway, I've seen this one at least.
Standing tall, I see.
We've not. I think we've seen this one too.
Show them this letter. Threaten them. Do what you must. Now go.
Yes, sir.
Hubert, that letter. Is that what I think it was?
I suppose there's no denying it.
But Edelgard
explicitly forbade me to send it. Yes, I know.
I cannot believe it! You disobeyed a direct order? I thought you were her loyal aide.
Unwaveringly. All that I do for her. I seem to recall you expressing a similar sentiment. It is our role to guide her when she is on the wrong course of action. Is that not what you said?
You are not supposed to do it in secret. When you disagree with your leader, you must voice your concerns directly. Otherwise, what is the point?
The point is the same. Lady Edelgard's best interests are served whether she knows it or not. She needs not trouble herself with the mundane details of my actions. Only results matter.
You are sorely misguided. When I believe that Edelgard is making a mistake, I tell her as much. Through discussing the matter, I sometimes find that I was mistaken. To skip that process, to make a decision that is not yours to make.
Perhaps your advice is simply useless then.
Excuse me?
Listen to yourself. If I do as Lady Edelgard requires, then you tell me to be more independent. But if I tread my own path, I am misguided. I suppose the fault is mine for expecting any useful advice to come out of your mouth.
I have had enough of your grousing.
God damn.
I started to believe you were a useful aide.
Nah. We've seen this one at least. And we've seen Cat Shenanigan. We haven't seen any of these supports, so we're gonna go through those real quick.
Hey, shady lady. I see you're working into the wee hours.
I have asked you before not to refer to me that way.
Right, whatever, sorry. Anyway, what kind of bizarre spells are you weaving?
An excellent question. It's a brand of spellcraft many have dreamed of, but none have achieved. A revolution in magical theory.
Revolutionary spellwork, huh?
Steel yourself for this.
Oh no.
The working transforms leather boots into licorice! The old serviceable shape with a new, sweeter taste.
Huh. That's certainly something. I'm sure you'll ravage the economy with this one.
Oh no.
Why boots, precisely?
I was inspired by your suggestion that licking the nobility's boots would fulfill my dream.
Okay, so for reference, in the previous support, Yuri's like, hey, maybe if you lick the boots of the nobles, maybe you could get what you want.
I went to my chambers to discreetly taste my own boots. They were less appetizing than
The mad lass did it.
The thought of licking boots day in and day out was revolting. But then I thought, what if?
Oh no.
Licorice boots rather than leather ones would make the whole ordeal much more palatable.
Fucking.
This is no run-of-the-mill penny ante black magic. This is something new. Black licorice magic. I could lick the boots of 100 nobles if they all tasted so scrumptious as licorice.
My god.
Are you some kind of damn fool?
The common mind often has difficulty distinguishing between genius and idiocy.
And this is extreme idiocy.
You set me the challenge of licking boots, and I would say that I have risen to it ably.
Correct. I told you to do that. But I think you took what I said just a bit too literally.
Then how did you mean it? Does the licking not count if the liquor enjoys it?
It's mostly something you do by way of acting subservient. I'd even lick the mud from your boots, my lord. Get it?
What? Are there nobles so depraved that they would take satisfaction in such a thing?
There sure are. I've licked a boot or three in my day.
Indeed? Oh, did it not turn your stomach?
Well, of course it did. There's hardly any dignity in bootlicking. Talking to you is truly entertaining. You're a special kind of strange.
Fuck.
I've known many a noble in my life, but none.
Lick the boots.
I was just dealing with a bunch of them, so the difference seems especially stark. Though, I guess you're not technically a noble at this point, are you?
You were dealing with nobles in the dead of night? Wait, what? Did you just call me strange?
Yes.
Oof, I'm exhausted. Better go hit the sack. Don't work too hard, milady.
I did not give you leave to go! Ugh, his rudeness knows no bounds. But I'll have my revenge. Perhaps by exposing his business with these nobles. He'll rue the day he loosened his tongue in front of me.
The mad lad. And then...
Delicious, is it not? There is little that can rival the taste of a freshly caught fish grilled to perfection over an open flame. I prefer mine with a pinch of salt.
Look at you, eating regular food like the rest of us regular folk.
It's only temporary. A fish from the river is a coin saved at the marketplace. My project will require every bit of gold I can spare.
Plus there's a war going on. We've all got to save money however we can.
Constance, what is that shabby meal you're eating with such lowly company?
I suppose after all that's happened, she's given up on regaining her noble title. Probably for the best. How dare you!
Would you two mind your own business? We're just trying to eat in peace.
Did you hear that? It sounds like a stray cat is screeching at us.
Oh dear, she's not using any silverware to speak of. She's just eating with her paws.
I'd expect that from a commoner, but Constance seems to be doing the same thing. How humiliating.
Oh, we're so vicious. Beating up on poor, pathetic Constance after all of her setbacks. What are you laughing at?
Pardon my outburst, but I couldn't help myself after your ridiculous conversation. How I eat my fish has nothing to do with my status. In fact, I shall vow one thing now. When House Nouvelle is restored, I shall bite into a whole fish thrice weekly.
Pardon?
Moreover, Happy is a dear friend. I won't permit you to call her a stray cat or anything so insulting. We shall continue to remain steadfast friends, even after my title is restored.
And how soon do you expect that to happen?
We both know that if she carries on with such disgraceful behavior, she won't restore her house anytime soon.
Well, for the upper class, those two seemed rather classless.
What just happened?
Yeah.
Oh, I knew them of old. They were Callow noblewomen from the School of Sorcery.
No, I mean, you said that I'm a dear friend. Did you really mean that?
Yes.
Oh, one says all sorts of things when one feels like being cruel. But yes, I really meant that. Even when I am a noble once more, I expect you to keep me company well into my dotage.
Of course, Coco. Won't be easy getting rid of me.
Damn straight. Great couple right there. We'll make it happen. And I have to run to everyone else, I guess.
Professor?
That said, chickpeas. And is there a bulletin board nearby?
At long last, we meet again. I knew you were alive. I knew you could survive. And 5 years on, you arrive. We're reunited. I'm glad I kept watch for you in the downstream villages all that time. I was so devoted to finding you that I left the Knights of Seros. Now I serve no one other than you. I'll protect you, just as I promised Captain Gerald I would all those years ago.
Hell yes. We did it. Eloise, brother.
Yes. His Highness, the new king, is in the process of unifying the kingdom under his command. His powerful army has joined forces with the Knights of Seros, who moved their seat to Fargus. And now they're presenting a united front against the Imperial army. They're our greatest enemy, absolutely. I don't relish the idea, but there's no turning back now. For now, we should focus our efforts on the Alliance. The Kingdom and Church can come afterwards.
Right.
Judith, who defends the Great Bridge of Myrden, is a formidable opponent. We can't afford to drop our guard.
Alright.
I need a favor.
No.
Well, let's see.
No.
There's a bulletin board over here we can use. Gotta go to the abyss. And banned books are a thing. And also, we probably have the supplies.
Allow me to brief you on the details. The Empire firmly controls the western portion of Fargus. The strongholds in these regions are Aryan Road, the fortress city, and Ferdiad. We cannot control Fargus until... As for the Alliance, Houses Gloucester and Ordelia seem predisposed to capitulate. However, due to interference from Houses... Claude obviously hopes to keep the Alliance, but because we have had to focus our efforts... We have only recently begun to take the...
Okay.
I have a request for you. Well done, Professor. Thank you.
Okay. That is dealt with.
Professor, I'm sorry to have dragged, but you appeared at a most... I'm truly humbled by your support, my teacher. Thank you. And so I will. I'm hoping your abilities from... Make sure you're...
You can teach me how to axe in armor. We're not going to do that right now, though. Meanwhile, we have other sport combos to put aside here.
A moment, please.
We've done all the Sylvain stuff before. Guess we rush on. For more.
Maybe. Hi.
Professor.
We've done all of Ingrid. In fact, we romanced her in the first stream series of this. Blue Lions. Alright, enough of that.
Professor? A moment, please.
Ignat's time.
How incredible. What a striking color. Ah, Professor, look at this stone. Such a brilliant blue. You don't normally find stones like this around here. I ought to grind it down. I wonder if it would still be the same color. To make pigment for my art. Good supplies don't come cheap. I prefer to make my own. Blue is especially expensive. How fortunate that I chanced upon this remarkable blueness. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, yes. But, you know, Professor, no matter how impassioned I become about my art, you never hold it against. One could argue that I'm better off preparing for our next battle. Oh, Professor. I gave up on my art. To support my family, I will be a knight. No. I'll continue with my art when I see something beautiful, and if my art can bring happiness to you. Professor, I'm painting a portrait right now. Perhaps it can bring you a little happiness. Oh,
okay.
Excellent! That is...
You're gonna put your heart into it. Let me paint your picture. Alright. Anyway, there's a thing here. Wild game. Just sitting in a box. That's weird.
I'm relieved you're here, Professor. It seems we've reached a stalemate on the war front. I admit I'm feeling apprehensive about fighting the Alliance. I agree. It's time to shelve my personal feelings and focus on the bigger picture. I'll fight with full force. I'm counting on you to lead us to victory, Professor.
Alright. Oh, right. We are higher in every skill than Lysithia right now. But, wait a minute. Banned books person is right over here.
If you don't mind, I have a favor to ask.
Okay. Suppose while in Abyss we can talk to Happy and them. So we're gonna go do that real quick. Oh! Lysithia time. I use her a lot, so you know, that happens. To the abyss. Just acclimating to this area. And let's see. Unfortunately, we can't give things that we can't use. That's weird.
Abyss is okay. The Burt kept it safe out of the goodness of his heart. Kidding, of course. He said the lowlives here could be useful, because they won't mind fighting dirty, or rooting out spies. Or something along those lines. I didn't pay much attention to that part. You don't know the half of it. It's all I can do to stop myself from whooping with joy. I could use your help.
There's a Wayseer down here.
Oh. Is that... It is you, isn't it? No doubt. A lot can happen in 5 years. Anyway, you came back, and that's what matters. Stay.
Right. Well. Wayseer's down here now.
Why, hello there. Come back soon now.
It's a little too expensive for us to attempt to do that stuff right now, but it's there. In case we need it, or want it, I guess.
Thanks for giving me a hand.
Alright. That gave us 800 we're down, so that's a good amount to play with for right now. I'm also assuming there's something at the library.
Oh no.
And also, we could read this stuff again if we wanted to. We actually read all this stuff during the Silver Snow route. But there's a mysterious Gremry up on the surface to talk to again about that quest. Of course. Be expected.
Huh? My savior, thank you.
Where are they? It's weird.
Hello.
What the?
The north side of the Great Bridge of Murden is in the territory of Acheron. He's known as the Weather Vane. A man like that doesn't have the guts to give it.
Fucking Acheron.
good friends and both be alive. I can't bear the thought of battle. I have to keep my chin up, Zelver.
Don't worry. You will. You'll be fine. Still have more combos to deal with. Constance time.
Another failure! How? Was there an error in my calculations? I had precious few materials as things stood. Where will I get more once these run out? Oh, don't act so rueful. You carried out my directions faithfully. Neither the credit nor the blame ought to be yours. My grand achievement is further away than I had hoped. House Nouvelle's future seems so dim. You're correct, of course. I mustn't be discouraged. It is hard to maintain one's patience after 5 years. But in the greater context of the history of House Nouvelle, 5 years is barely worth counting. I have been in a low place indeed to require so much reassurance. And for your reassurance, I am truly grateful. You have spurred me to continue my research.
Into making licorice boots.
You've been useful to me in many ways, in fact. Research assistant, confidant, test subject. All of this is preparing you well for your greater role to come. My personal attendant. There are few as naturally servile as you in all of Fodlan. When House Nouvelle is at long last restored, we simply must find the proper position for you. Granted, this will be difficult, perhaps even impossible to accept, given your current status. But I rarely let the impossible stop me. I shall see it all done. The restoration of my house, installing you as my servant, and more. Are you ready for the next steps? Oh, come now. My sulk ended minutes ago. Do keep up. But on the rare occasion that I find myself at a loss, I grant you permission to lift my spirits.
And to press F to pay respects.
I don't know that I care for the hint of resignation in your tone, but no matter. I expect you to do your all for the sake of my house nonetheless.
Fucking weirdo. She's strange.
Right, right.
My favorite introduction, though, was Eloise just being like, ah.
Hello.
The fuck? Ah.
Professor. Hey, Professor.
I remember, you're beating up some scorpion tattoo guys. Still have Bury left. And that is just a turn around and go south thing. Or enter here thing.
I can't believe how long it's been since I...
Okay. We've run out of support combos. And Yoritza. He only has supports of 4 people. His sister, myself, Bernie, and Constance. So that's a thing. Well, anyway. So on the 3rd floor. And there is a Rhea room here. Wow. Strange place. What is here?
I'm so glad to see you're all right. I really regretted not being able to keep the promise I made to my mentor. Captain Gerald told me that if anything should happen to him, then I should stick by you. I'm going to do just what he asked. I'll be right here to support you from now on.
And straight. And now,
Someone...
I believe...
Someone...
That's Shamir's.
Someone...
That's Petra's.
Wow!
An armor clasp. Favors black armor. That's probably Yaritza. Let's go see him. You.
You've survived. Were you dead?
I believe this is yours.
That is mine. Appreciated.
Teach us how to force him. What do they have on the open market today? Someone made their Petra a dancer. Yes, we're getting that. We don't have nearly enough of those.
Hello.
That was a very weird lag area. Okay. Well. Shamir's in here somewhere.
What's that look on your face? Surprised to see me? I'm a mercenary. Always have been. Even when I was with the Knights of Saros. I never was too attached to Fodlan. I was considering leaving soon. But I might change my mind if you're around.
Amazing. Believe you are. I have a snappy picture. It was full of a bunch of dagger holes. I'm fairly certain everyone knows what that looks like. Bernie's in the corner.
Are we leaving for battle? But it's fine. I've had plenty. I can do this. No more Bernie Bear. Yes, but...
You're a brigand. You're gonna be in the front lines.
Hey, Professor. What have you been up to? I got myself into perfect shape. Took all 5 years of pushing my muscle. You bet I do. You got...
Yeah, Raphael smells strong. Anyway, I believe this is your spoon. Okay. Let's see. Illigarden needs some cheering up. Happy needs cheering up. Belphus, Duriana. What I think I'm going to do for most of this, actually, is go into the dining hall. Morale meals.
I've eaten many.
Wow.
Oh, This is my favorite.
Sorbets.
I like this.
This.
Okay. Oh, this.
My favorite meal at my favorite.
This is.
Verona.
I would be.
And their convo.
Let me get this straight. The stars aren't moving, but the ground we stand on is?
Yep, we're on a big round thing that's always spinning. And that's why the stars seem to move through the sky. Hard to believe, isn't it? But it's true.
I admit I'm having a difficult time wrapping my head around it. How is it you know these
So
things
confirm.
anyway?
Happy is a woman of science.
If you were a noble, it would make sense that you'd have a formal education on all of this.
In the village where I was born, there were people who studied the stars. They taught me.
A village of stargazing folk, huh? Do tell. I've never heard of such a place.
It's a very well hidden village. It was a small settlement deep in the forest where no one ever bothered us. I was born there, grew up there, but when I got older, I felt like I needed to see the world. I couldn't live my whole life in one place, you know? So I struck out on my own.
I always knew you were an odd little bird, but your birthplace makes you a rare little bird.
Yeah, well, pretty soon after leaving her nest, this rare little bird was put in a cage. I thought it might be some kind of punishment for leaving the forest.
What the hell? You think that because you wanted to live your life, you'd be punished? That's ridiculous. Look at this objectively. Was it punishment? Or was it just plain bad luck? There's nothing wrong with wanting to see the world and expand your horizons. Take me. Had I never left that gutter I call home, I'd have gone my whole life never learning how to look at the stars.
Yeah. I left my village because I thought I'd find a better life beyond the forest. Now, I'm not so sure.
Regret is pointless. What matters is how we live right here, right now. You know?
Yeah.
Do you ever want to return back home?
I could say no, but I'd be lying. I've been feeling homesick lately. Nothing happened there, for better or worse. There wasn't much to be scared of. Everyone said the outside world was dangerous, that beyond the forest, all we'd find was an early grave. That wasn't exactly true, My life was for sure easier when I lived there. I used to spend my days fishing, hunting for pretty flowers, running around for no reason.
A rare occurrence indeed.
What is?
Seeing you smile in that way. You're always so, I don't know, neutral?
That's not true. I smile when there's something to smile about. It's strange though. When I'm talking to you, I can't help but let my guard down. I don't like to discuss where I came from, but with you, I feel like I can open up.
Because it is Yuri.
You know, I've been thinking a lot about my mom and dad lately. I wonder, are they even alive?
Maybe. Probably. Hopefully. Oh, and we have convo with Buffman McGee here. Okay. I guess just outside the dining hall is fine. Manager the office.
I see. By any means necessary, then. Before the war's end. I'm covered, but just to be safe, I need you to check on my mother and Kupala. Still following me, huh? We have got to work on those manners, pal. Unless you really meant that bit about protecting me. That's where my mom was born and raised. I pay a spy money I don't have to keep an eye on the place. Whether I'm above the dirt or below it. It's up to me to make sure my stepmother can't get to my mom. No doubt about it. She's been honing her crazy plans lately. All because I've taken to fighting at your side. She thinks I'm making a name for myself before my glorious return to House Albrecht. Being delusional is her sport. There's little advantage to her going after my mom, but she's unpredictable. Gotta stay vigilant. Guess I haven't talked about her. After her and my pop split, she returned home. Where she's from, it's kind of an odd place. You know the folks who live in the mountains of the Alliance? Guessing that's a no. Few do. Imagine a place with no influence to speak of. Nestled in the mountains on the Almyran border. That's Kupala. Well, they're not mountain goats. And it's not like they never interact with the Lords of the Alliance. They're incredibly isolated, though. Even their trade relations are remarkably limited. Doubt that'll change. The land lacks resources worth fighting over. Probably for the best, honestly. Oh, but back to my mom. She was different. An exception to the rule in Kupala. She left the mountains, was rescued by my dad, and fell madly in love with him. Ah, the 1 million bullion question. Of course not, he's a noble. She isn't. Acceptance was never in the cards. My birth helped matters, but only a little. House Albrecht just wasn't where she belonged. My dad was in a tough spot. He was obligated to marry a fellow noble and produce a fitting heir. Nobody'd want to live out their days where they're utterly unwelcome. So my mom returned to Kupala. Then it happened. I was enrolled in the Officers' Academy at Garreg Mach, and everything changed. During my enrollment examination, they discovered that I bear the major crest of Chevalier. My dad decided to resist his family's wishes and make me the head of the house after I graduated. Thing is, the truth of my special crest was kept a secret by decree of the church. He couldn't tell anyone about my prized bloodline, so I was forced to step down as the legitimate heir. It was for the best. My crest was inherited from mountain folk who prefer to keep to themselves. Imagine what would happen to Kupala if it got out. We both know it would destroy their way of life. Too true. I'm guessing the church thought my crest would cause trouble in Fodlan. But don't get me wrong. No matter what life's thrown at me, I'm no victim. Like I've said, I prefer it this way. I've got to be free. Even if things were different, I'd still choose this life.
Hmm.
I can't let my mother and her people pay the price for keeping peace in Fodlan. Wouldn't be right. All I can do is make a name for myself in battle and secure enough power to protect them. Failure isn't an option.
Well, we've learned of Kupala. And Eloise still needs hurrying up, as do Lorenz and Annette. Speaking of Lorenz and Annette, time to torture Annette. Oh wait, before we do that even, let's go to the greenhouse. I'm sure I left flowers sitting here. Yes, I did. Alright, dying stuff. Fish and bean soup. It's time.
I did not expect.
Ah!
At long last we meet again. I knew you were alive. Where I was other than.
Ah!
At long I knew I was other than.
That's great. Ah! Well, okay, you're getting a carnation, I guess. And maybe an okay, however fucking pronounce that flower name. And Na's down here. You.
Yelena, there's unrest everywhere these days. I hope things go back to normal soon.
Well, I have a lost item.
You've got a mark.
Hey.
Alright.
Hey.
Beyond that.
A moment, please.
By making an enemy of the church, disorder is running. It's quieted down over these last 5 years, though. The will.
Professor? Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. What's that? Do I have brothers in the church? You really are well informed. My older twin works for the Knights of Saros, but I think he's just a grunt, not a noble gatekeeper like yours truly. Unlike me, he's very devout. He left the Empire a long time ago.
Huh. Well, we have Gatekeeper's brother, Gatekeeper.
A moment, please.
And also we have stuff to probably sell.
Will this one
I don't particularly care to keep more trade secrets, honestly, as I don't think we're going to be taking that quest again. Unless it is out of desperation. With that said...
Will this one do? Many thanks. Will this one do? Many thanks. Will this one do? Many thanks. Come back.
Gravius.
Hey there.
Can we forge that thing? Let's see. We can.
Is this it? There you go.
Gravius.
Come back anytime.
Who do I want to give Gravius to? Oh, he has a Dark Seal. You. Gravius. Gravius. It's real.
Really now? I hope this.
Alright, secret shop is a thing, yeah. Never mind.
A moment, please.
Hello there. This one, yes? I think this one, yes? I thank you. This one, yes? I thank you. This one, yes? I thank you. Return soon. Hello there. This one, yes?
Get the earthworms,
I think
bot
this one, yes?
flies, and herring bait. I mean blowflies, excuse me, not bot flies.
Return soon, please.
Okay. Now that that's dealt with. Earthworm there. There we go, be there.
Okay.
And our next door neighbor was Dedu. How about crops? Greenhouse crops. Dedu may be our enemy now, but he has useful knowledge. Okay. We are beyond escape. Think this time. I'm going to quickly see what their thing is here. There it is. We're gonna raid them today. Thank you for stopping by the stream. We hope to see you again. You all have a wonderful day. Let them know the Cringe Crew says hello. End stream. You pick up with this or more shenanigans later.